Hi everyone. So for today's Movie Monday, I want to talk about a movie that really questions sort of the idea of second chances and stuff like that. And yes, I know it's Tuesday, stop judging me, okay? Whatever. So for today, I kind of want you to think about, like, what would you do if you were given a second chance at reuniting with someone that you really, really cared about? Like, let's say that 8 years ago or so, you were really in love with somebody, and for whatever reason, you break up. You know, pick a reason. People break up all the time. But it was the single biggest mistake of your life, and you know it, and you regret it for 8 years. And then 8 years later, out of the blue, you meet this someone who you loved so deeply when you were younger. That's kind of what For Lovers Only is about. It is directed by Michael Polish and stars Mark Polish and Stana Katic. And it's a really beautifully done movie. It's done in black and white. As far as the plot goes, I pretty much summed it up. These two people, Eve and Sophia, meet up after 8 years apart. They meet in Paris, accidentally, and they talk, and at first they don't really think that they're going to get to spend any time together because she's due to leave France the next day. But he's going on sort of a photographing tour through France, shows up outside her hotel, and away they go. And they don't really have a plan for what's going to happen at the end. They don't really know what they're going to do. They're just together, and they're enjoying it. And he says quite often throughout the movie, like, don't think about it, don't think about the future, just think about now. But the outside world keeps intruding on this little world they've created for themselves. They're both married to other people. He has a young child. So it's not like they can just drop everything and get back together. And slowly they come to realize it. Now, I'm going to stop here and tell you that when I was watching the film, I was reading some reviews on IMDb, and this one review said that the ending was open to interpretation. And honestly, I would have to disagree with that. I don't really see how it's open for interpretation. I'm just going to be honest and say, like, as of this moment right now, there will be spoilers. So if you want to watch this movie and you don't want spoilers, then I recommend putting it on mute right now. Okay, so at the end of the movie, they're in Saint-Tropez, I believe, and basically she wakes up one morning and he's not there. He's left a note for her, and it's pretty much understood that they've parted. So she heads back to Paris and gets her things together and heads to the airport, and she sees his motorcycle outside of a hotel. So she stops and he sees her and get out of a car. So he's about to go downstairs to meet her when his landlady opens the door and says that a young person left a package for him. And he opens it up, and it's this beautiful little lace dress that Sophia bought for his daughter. And I think that kind of says a lot. I mean, I don't think that that's the gift you give someone who you expect to see again. So I really feel like at the end of the movie they realize, like, they've reunited and they've had these wonderful moments, but by and large they know that they're not, that's it. Like, they had this great love and that was it. Like, will they see each other again? I mean, I can't answer to, but I had a very large sense of finality at the end of the movie. So as far as cinematography goes, it was beautiful. It was shot in black and white. France looks amazing no matter how you shoot it, but black and white really gave it this sort of nostalgic feel, nostalgic quality. There are a lot of scenes where Eve is a photographer, so there are a lot of scenes where you go in and out of focus, and I guess some people might find that a little annoying, but I think it really, like, the times when you went out of focus and then came back in, it was usually out of focus and you didn't see the world around you. are around them, and then when you went in focus, all you saw were these two people. And I think that's kind of the point of the story, is that they're the only two people in their own little world. So I really enjoyed it. I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. I would give it 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was a very romantic movie. I liked that it kind of answered these questions of, like, what would you do if you ran into someone that you had loved so deeply? Would it still hurt? What would you say? That sort of thing. I don't really recommend it for people who like sort of romantic comedies. If you really like for there to be a story arc, some kind of drama infused, this story is pretty much like it's linear. It's much more about the relationship between the two people than it is about anything else. So there's no crisis, and almost no resolution either. It's very art housey, so if you like that sort of thing, I would recommend it for that reason. And that is my Movie Monday. I know I said I was going to do Henry IV Part 1, but things happen, okay? Things happen. I do plan on doing Henry IV Part 1 next Monday. So I look forward to seeing you then, and I hope you have a very good day. Bye!